Hello friends, it's your boy Treya, and today I am here for my Week 7 game against Talon Master J. This is going to be a very important week for us. We need to pick up a win to solidify that top 4 going into playoffs, as top 4 does get to pick their opponents. A win this week with a 4-0 or better puts me in 3rd. A win with anything below that puts me in 4th, and then a loss will keep me in 5th place. So, win or lose, we are definitely still in a good spot for playoffs. It would be very hard for us not to make it in, but a good solidifying win will be very beneficial for us going into the last week. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the matchup. So first off, looking at their team, they got Latios, Cinderace, Scizor, Primarina, Terra Meloetta, Cleavor, Sinistcha, Mamoswine, Grafaiai, and then Volibee. So just a couple quick thoughts. The Scizor, really bad matchup into me. I don't know if it's going to come just because I feel like it matches up really bad into like Corviknight, into Tentacruel, into Ogerpon Hearthflame. And he really just does not like switching into Ogerpon Hearthflame, so I feel like the less opportunities for me to get it in, the better for him. Cinderace is a problem. No matter what team I run, Cinderace is always going to be a problem. The best thing I have for it is Tentacruel, but it does get Zen Headbutt if they want to run that, and Tentacruel really just does not match up well into a lot of the team. And then Latios, very scared of a weakness policy stored power set. I feel like that could be extremely scary. But yeah, let's go ahead and look real quick at the team we decided to bring. So first off, we have Choice Specs Raging Bolt. This Pokemon is an absolute menace into this team. They have Mamoswine as the check, but if we can catch the Mamoswine on switch, and Draco kills anything that's not max HP with Assault Vest. So very much looking forward to that. And then afterwards, Thunderclap is completely free to click. They do not have switch-ins to this Pokemon. We are faster than the things that want to check it, like the Sinistcha, like the Primarina for the Dracos. So, very excited to get to use this Pokemon this week. Next up, we have AV Ursaluna Blood Moon. This Pokemon is here to take a hit from something like Primarina or Latios or Sinistcha and fire back with a kill. We also, being naturally Fizz-Dev bulky, we can take a hit from the Cleavor or the Scizor. And then we have Vacuum Wave to pick off like a potential low HP Meloetta, a low HP Mamoswine, or a Cinderace. Next up, we have our Terra Captain this week. We are rocking Glacier with the Assault Vest with Terra Fire, with Icicle Crash, Terra Blast, Close Combat, and High Horsepower. This Pokemon is here mainly to check the Scizor, but it also is a decent check into Cinderace. I could definitely see Cinderace potentially being Choice Banded, and Choice Banded Pyro Balls are a huge problem, and even choice banded U-turns are a huge problem for us because Raging Bolt is our best fire type switch in, but takes like 30 to 40% from a U-turn, and then puts us in a really bad matchup because they get Mamoswine in for free. So yeah, this Pokemon hopefully going to do a lot of work this week. We were Terra Steel to check the Latios a little better, but then I was realizing that I just got absolutely whopped by Cinderace, so we had to make a change. Next up, we got Ogerpon Hearthflame with Ivy Cudgel, Knockoff, Hornleech, Trailblaze. Pretty standard set this week. The dual stabs go absolutely crazy. There's only 2 Pokemon that resist both, and that's Cinderace and Latios, and neither one of them want to switch in on a knockoff. And Cinderace can only take 2 Cudgels, and then the third one kills unless they have a lot of HP investment. So if we ever get a Trailblaze up, it's going to be a very tough time for my opponent. Next up, we got Rocky Helmet Corv. This thing is here to check things like the Mamoswine, the Cleavor, the Scizor, as well as guaranteed live a hit from Cinderace and fire back with a Brave Bird if need be. We also do decently well into the Latios with this. The best thing they can do is T-Bolt me, but we have a little bit of Spadef for that. And then last but not least, we have Choice Scarf Zoroark this week. Choice Scarf Zoroark actually looks like a great endgame Pokemon for us. If we can get rid of Pokemon like the Scizor, Dark Pulse spam is very free. The Primarina is a little annoying too. But I feel like Primarina has to be AV this week to help with the Ursaluna, and so no recovery means that we can chip this thing down low, and then Dark Pulse spam is very free. Like I said, we outspeed the Latios this way, we outspeed the Cinderace, unless we see it being Scarf. So yeah, I think Zoroark is a very good bring this week, and I definitely think this Pokemon could clean up an endgame for us. So that's going to be my team for the week. Let me know if you guys think there's something I should have done differently. But let's go ahead and hop right into the game. Alright, we are in here against Talon. What a matchup. Okay, so he has Latios, Cinderace. No Scizor is amazing. We do see the Prim. We see the Cleavor, which is a bit annoying. But we do have Rocky Helmet Corv. And then we have Mamo and Meloetta. And the Meloetta is Terra Fire. Okay, so he's probably using Meloetta as the Ogre Pawn. Check. I feel very comfortable just leading with Darkwing. And I will disguise it as the Ogre Pawn. If the Cinderace is not Scarf, we will get a U-turn off on it, which is okay. Seeing the Mamo is a bit problematic because we are specs on Raging Bolt, but I am confident in this team. So good luck, have fun to Talon. We really need a win this week to solidify that top 4, so we can then pick our opponent when it comes to playoffs. It is really fucking cold in my room, so I am freezing my ass off right now. I'm shaking. Okay, he's going to leave with Anderson. It's going to be the Cinderace. We saw this 100 times. Saw this in every mock. I think my best plan of action is to just U-turn and get Raging Bolt in. I think he just U-turns as well. U-turn, if he's like banded, does a crap ton of damage to me, so there's no reason I don't just U-turn here. And if he wants to Gunk Shot or Pyro Ball, we can take that pretty comfortably with Raging Bolt, and then I can just click Dragon Move for free, as he probably goes Mamo like every time. If he Scarf Cinderace with U-turn, then he got me good here. But I think it's a risk I have to take. Yep, so we are going to U-turn first, so he does know that this is the Zoroark now, and he knows we are Scarfed. It's to be expected with a Zoroark. And we just go into Raging Bolt here. We have a decent amount of bulk in this thing to be able to take potential Pyro Balls. He is just going to Pyro Ball straight up. And that's going to do 108 and get a burn, which is really tough. Cinderace, 108 with a Pyro Ball to Raging Bolt. So that's looking like just max attack Jolly. If you're Adamant, do you get that roll? No. Oh, actually, that could be a Mineral Adamant. So we will watch for that. Draco Meteor feels very free here. I feel like you can't go Prim on a Volt Switch. So I will click Specs Draco here. He does U-turn. He's going to get the Libero. Which is a bit unfortunate, but Raging Bolt's whole idea is to just come in and click Thunderclap once Mamoswine's dead. So I'm hoping Mamoswine comes in here and we can just pick up a KO. Because if you're not AV, this is 100% killing. It kills if you're max HP. It actually even always kills if you're Assault Vest with no HP investment. So would love to get this off. I feel like there's no possible way you can go Primarina safely here because I could just click Volt Switch. Latios would be great too. Meloetta would be great. You're extinct. That's the Mamo. Please. Let's go, Raging Bolt. Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. That's perfect. That is exactly what you want to see out of a turn 1. That is literally exactly what you want to see out of a turn 1. or a turn 2. Okay, so we have Ace, Mamo, Lottie, Mello. Who else did he bring? I forgot. Cleavor and Prim. He's probably calculating to see if that's specs. And the craziest part is if he's not AV, I don't have to be specs. So this one is 100% worth saving right now. He's going to go into final boss. It's going to be the Cleavor. So this is just free switch-ins for like Blood Moon here, I think. How well does Corviknight take this? Stone Axe does 31 to 37. And we'll get Helmet Chip. I feel like there's no reason not to go into this. Trailblaze, CC, anything like that would hurt Blood Moon like very badly. He is just going to Stone Axe. And that's going to do 148. So 148 to Corviknight. Yeah, we're looking at just a max attack. Do I have a way to defog? Not safely. But I really do not want these rocks up. But I think I do just need to U-turn here. And probably get... I think I do need to U-turn here. He's going to withdraw. If he goes Ace here, I think I have to go Glacier and click Terra. He's going to go back into Anderson. This is perfect. This is exactly why we are Terrafire. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get rid of the hazards first. So we are going to take a lot of chip throughout this game. Not being able to bring the Tentacruel was just really bad. But it just didn't do anything to anything but the Cinderace prep. It did okay into the Scizor. But Scizor being able to slow pivot was just really bad. So we're going to click Terra here. And I think I'm just going to click High Horsepower. He really does not have a switch into this. I guess it's just the Prim. Yeah, the Prim looks like the only thing that's actually switching in on this. So I'm just going to click High Horsepower. So he's staying in, probably just going to click U-turn. He could click HJK potentially. That would get rid of his fighting, or ground weakness. But I think you just U-turn here. I feel like that's the right play. He is just going to U-turn. Okay, so him seeing me stay in could welcome in Lottie. Do I take a Stone Axe from Cleavor? It's Wet Knee. Okay. That did a lot of damage. He's Rocky Helmet. Okay. So what's my switch in here? I really don't have one. So I think my play is to just go into Bolt. I think I have to sack this thing and go into Bolt. It really sucks that I have to lose my Terra Captain so early. But I really just do not have a switch into this. With me not being a defensive Terra for Prim. And I really need to just get something like Ogerpon in safely. Which does do really well into this team now. Mamoswine being gone is huge. So I think that is the play. I think I have to just click buttons. He does just Hyper Voice. That is going to take me out. I feel like that's definitely not a roll, right? Hyper Voice with Liquid Voice. I feel like that always does enough, right? Yeah, it looks like it barely does enough if he's modest. So I think I can just go into Raging Bolt here. Or do I go Corv? No, I think I want to save Corv. Raging Bolt at 153 is 35%. So I can come in on rocks, take burn damage, and I can just Volt Switch very freely here, actually. And getting Blood Moon in is actually really nice for me, so I will do that. We see his helmet and not Wakanberry, so I will just Volt Switch here. We do have plenty of speed investment, so he can't really creep me unless he's running like max speed. He is going to withdraw. Do we see the Lottie come in here? Soul, that's definitely the Lottie, right? Lottie is going to come in here. And that's going to do about 20-ish%. Can I get any HP read off of that? Not necessarily. But there is no Blood Moon switch in now. Did Cleavor take damage? Cleavor has not taken damage. How much is Cleavor taken from a Blood Moon? $60 to 70%. Okay. I think I'm going to go into Blood Moon here then. We are AV with a lot of SPDF investment. And with a no SPDF Lottie, Blood Moon actually looks like it always kills. So we are just going to click the button. He could have Protect. Let's see, does he have Protect? Protect would be really good on his part, but Hyper Voice 2 goes anyways, so. Not worried about that. Okay. I don't think you stay in here and let Lottie go. He is going to stay in. He's just going to click Draco. That did not do that much damage. We're going to get a free Blood Moon off. Let's see what he wants to bring in here. Do we see the Cinderace come in? If we see the Cinderace come in, I think I'm going to just click Dark Pulse, because we're getting very close to being able to just win with Scarf Zoroark. We have a Thunderclap saved in the back for Meloetta. Anderson. Okay, Cinderace. Pyro Ball does not kill me. Do you click High Jump Kick here? Do you have High Jump Kick here? Does he have High Jump Kick? That's the question. Does a Vacuum Wave put you in Dark Pulse range? It does. So I think I just click Vac. I think you just HJK here. That's Dark Pulse range. He does not miss, okay. Bit unfortunate. Oh, and actually he's not in Dark Pulse range now because of Libero. That's unfortunate. I just now thought about that. Can we go... Ogerpon should be able to handle this thing now, though. I can go into Ogerpon and click Knock Off now. Right. There's no way you click HJK here. If he does, I might just lose. That Pyro Ball burn really sucks, because I can't just spam Thunderclap now. But we have to just click Knock Off here. He's going to withdraw, so something's getting knocked. Do we see the Prim? It's Wetney. Okay. Ooh, hang on. That's Trailblaze range. Primarina into Ogerpon Hearthflame. Yeah, Trailblaze is definitely picking up a KO here. And the ace is not scarfed, and if it is scarfed, then it undersped Zoroark. But we actually aren't even max speed on Zoroark, so I'm okay with this. And we're going to be able to pick up a KO here unless he swaps. There we go. We knew he wasn't Rindo because of the Rocky Helmet. So, kills Prim. And Ace kills Ursa. So this is just a sack fest right here. I feel like you have to go Meloetta here. I feel like you don't have a choice. The thing with going Meloetta here is I think Knockoff might put it into Thunderclap range. And if we knock off an AV, we know he doesn't have like sub or anything like that. And so I think we are set up perfectly for a Zoroark endgame here. It really just comes down to, can the Cinderace change out of like fire first? Because if it does, then that becomes a little bit problematic for us. Gonna go into final boss. That's the Cleavor? Okay. Is the Cleavor scarfed? Probably. Do I want to just get my damage off here? Probably. Yeah, I think I just get my damage off and then go into Corviknight and Defog, so I can have more turns with Raikou or Raging Bolt. So I do think I just click Cudgel here. Is there any reason to Horn Leech? Because I'm assuming this Stone Axe, yeah, it's putting me under the ground. Horn Leech would do 51%, while Cudgel actually does 81%. Is it worth to knock off a potential Scarf? Probably not. I think I just click Cudgel here. We are just going to click Cudgel. High crit move does not crit. He does click Stone Axe and he lands it. Cleavor is going to pick up a KO on Ogerpon. Okay, so we go Corv here every time. We're going to click Defog. And if he wants to go Ace, I will let him kill me because I get rid of the rocks and I think Raging Bolt can win. So we're just going to Defog here. He can't kill me. We know that. We know he can't kill me here. This could be a waste of a play, but I think it's the play I have to make. So this is literally just a sack fest of a game. It makes for a fun game, but just not a lot of like strategy and switches. Very nerve-wracking. I needed to win 5-0 to pick up second place, so that is already out of the running. But a win, even 1-0. And he's going to miss, actually. That's huge for me. That's actually really huge. Because I don't think a Cinderace Pyro Ball kills me from full. No, it doesn't. So I just roost here very easily. He's going to Stone Axe again. And so he did get the rocks up. But Cinderace has to... This is an interesting situation. I don't think Meloetta can kill me with any one move. He's going to go into Anderson. Okay, so you have to Pyro Ball here. And if you Pyro Ball, I think you're in range of a Dark Pulse. So I Brave Bird on the off chance he HJKs. He does Pyro Ball. Should pick up the KO. Okay, so it does. So Corv kills Cleavor. And then Ace kills Corv. And this is coming down to the fucking wire. So rocks do stay up, but I don't think it matters. We know he's not Scarf. We know he doesn't outspeed. Dark Pulse into a Cinderace. This is very interesting. If he has Calm Mind on Meloetta, I think he just wins. So we'll see what the Meloetta set is. If he has Calm Mind, he wins. Is basically what this comes down to. But we have to click Dark Pulse here. It should pick up the KO. Oh no! Oh wait. We take this. No, we don't. Okay. That's game. That's really unfortunate. Because that was 100% a roll. And now that we lost, we do not lock top 4. That is so unfortunate. And I think the only way Raging Bolt wins is if for some reason Thunderclap kills here. But this is it's a very specially tanky mon, so I feel like there's no way, right? Even if you're no HP investment, Thunderclap does 50%. So it's gonna be GG's to Talon. That Dark Pulse roll really sucked because I think Zoroark can just take one unless you have Focus Blast. Yeah, Zoroark looks like it always takes one unless you're Specs. And Dark Pulse just does enough damage. At least that's what it looks like. I'm really upset about that one. Unless we get a Thunderclap like crit into a Hyper Voice miss or something like that, this game's over. The Pyro Ball burn does suck a little bit because I couldn't play Raging Bolt the way I wanted it to. But I can't blame the game on that. He definitely just prepped better than I did. I think I played just fine. But yeah, just looking back on the game, he definitely just prepped better than I did. Yeah, Thunderclap's not even going to be a 2-hit KO, so it doesn't matter. And he's physical, so he is Pirouette form. So yeah, it's going to be GG's to Talon. It really sucks losing that close to playoffs just because we want to have a lot of momentum going into playoffs. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys for week 8.